Hey guys, it's your girl, the Bridge Serenity. I'm back at you with another video. I'm going to share with you guys what happened to me like literally 2 days ago while I was in the gym. It blessed me. I know it's going to bless y'all. I go to the gym and it's leg day and I'm strength training, right? Pressing about like 80 pounds. And so I'm doing my leg press. I'm, just going, and then coach walk past, right? Just this man who be in the gym. We just gonna call him coach. He's like, what you doing? I'm like, I'm leg pressing 80 pounds. He's talking about some, why are you only pressing 80? And I said, it's a decent challenging number, and I get more reps in. I can feel the burn. He was like, how much do you weigh again? And then I told him how much I weighed. He was like, put your weight on there. I was like, I don't think I can press my weight. He said, you can press your weight and you can lift it. Put your weight on there. I'm gonna show you something. So I didn't listen to him the first time. I put 170 on there. He's like, I didn't say put 170 on there. I said, put your weight on there. Put your weight on there. I'm finna show you something. I put my weight on there and I'm on there. He showed me how to form. He showed me how to place my feet because he want to take the pressure off my knees. In my mind, I'm thinking to myself, I am not going to be able to press this. He looks me dead in my face and says, you are a fighter for the Most High God. You are a heavy hitter in the spirit. You are more than capable of lifting the very thing that you say you cannot lift. He said, we're going to do 4 sets of 7 because 7 is the number of completion. He was like, you are not training to go up against opponents that are 80 pounds. You are training to go up against opponents that are in the same weight class as you. Before you even step into the ring, you have to weigh yourself and make weight, meaning you have to be the same size as your opponent, if not bigger. When you lift lighter on strength training day, you shortchange yourself and condition yourself to accept lighter and train your body to handle less than what you are capable of handling. It says all about your form and it's all about your state of mind. You sitting here telling yourself you can't lift it when you are more than capable of pressing this and lifting it. And so lo and behold, I'm pressing. Not only am I pressing and eating through these reps with ease, I'm like, I could actually go heavier. That was not bad at all. I could actually go another round. I can go for a 5th set. And he like, see, I told you. He was like, you are already strong. You already carrying this weight around every day. Your body has already been conditioned to carry around what you pressing. He's like, already carrying it. Your body is already strong. He said, but you need to condition yourself to maintain the strength as you are removing the excess weight from you. So that way you maintain your strength and remain a heavy hitter. He told me that my spiritual and my physical opponent were in the same weight class as me. Mind you, this man don't know nothing about me. He don't know nothing about my beliefs. He don't watch me on YouTube. He don't follow me on no social media. We don't even know each other like that. I've probably seen him maybe 2-3 times. Then he looks at me again and he says, Christians are going to be looking at you. They're going to challenge you. They're going to say, who is she to call herself a Christian? They're going to look at your form. They're going to look at how you carry yourself. They're going to look at what you lifting and what you not lifting. They're going to look at your work ethic. They're going to look at your consistency. They're going to look at how dedicated you are. You're training to go up against your opponent that's in the same weight class as you in the spirit and in the physical, and they gonna watch you. And some of these people are watching you because they're waiting on you to fail. They're waiting on you to mess up. They're waiting on you to drop the ball. He's like, and some of them are just closely watching you, waiting for an opportunity to strike. He said, but because you've been strength training and because you've been working on endurance and because you've been working on form and because you've been working on your skill, he's like, they ain't never gonna see it. He said, some of these people may look at you and think you all bark and no bite. Mind you, this man don't know nothing about me. He said, they're gonna look at how you live. They're gonna look at what you live. They're gonna try to figure out if you're a worthy opponent. He said, they're gonna be waiting on you to trip up. They're gonna be waiting on you to slip up. And he said, some of these people are just watching you because they're just waiting for the time that you fail and they just want to see it happen in HD. He said, but because you shed the dead weight and maintained your strength and trained yourself to carry more, you are not going to fail. You are going to win. He said, some of these people are watching you and they're getting encouraged. They're watching your form. They're watching what you're doing. It's helping them become better fighters. That those of us who follow the Most High God don't just train because we want to look good. We're training for endurance. We train so that we can win our fights and win the war. He said sprinters train too and they have a different physique. He said, but they don't have endurance because they're not meant to run long races. He said, but you training to win. You're training to endure. You're training to overcome obstacles and beat every opponent you get in the ring with. Even when the Lord lightens the load and takes the extra weight off you, the spirit and in the physical, you will still maintain your strength and will be capable of carrying even more. And you'll still be a heavy hitter in the spirit and in the physical. And then turned and looked at me and said, all right, now enjoy the rest of your workout. Now, I know he said that to me because God led him to say that to me. I wasn't sad or nothing. I came in the gym smiling, everything. Wasn't nothing wrong with me. But he just began to speak life into me. And I began to change my perspective even about myself and my own capabilities when it came to lifting, when it came to pressing, when it came to strength training. And I was lifting even more. And every day I go into the gym, he teach me something new. And the scripture that came to mind was James chapter 1. My brethren, count it all joy when you fall into various trials, knowing that the testing of your faith produces patience. But let patience have its perfect work, that you may be perfect and complete, lacking nothing. Now, when he was speaking to me about the opponent, right? He was speaking to me about the opponent. He said, your opponent is in the same weight class as you. That means that the person who is up against you, that means the enemy that is up against you saw you as a worthy opponent, sized you up, looked you up and down and said, this person is a worthy opponent. This is somebody who can take me in the ring. This is somebody who's on my level. The enemy don't want to bother with people. He don't have to do too much to fight. He like a good fight. The enemy not gonna bother with nobody he know he could easily beat. You know, some of them people out here who won't never go through nothing. There's some people out here, every time you see them, it's just good things going. And they say it's because they blessed. No, it's because the enemy don't see fit to bother. Ain't no reason for the enemy to bother you. Not doing anything for the enemy to bother you. Some of y'all got to call on your life something heavy. And so the enemy got to send heavy hitters to knock you down. And some of y'all not swinging fast enough. Some of y'all not getting up fast enough. Some of y'all don't even understand that the enemy saw you as a worthy opponent. And that's why he's coming up against you. The enemy sees you as a threat. And that's why he's coming up against you. And you sitting over here lifting lighter and feeling weak. You sitting over here thinking, oh, I'm really not as strong as I think I am. Stronger than you ever thought you were, because if you wasn't, the enemy wouldn't even be messing with you. The thing that's keeping you from seeing how strong you are is you and your own limitations. The enemy sees you as a worthy opponent. And because he sees you as a worthy opponent, that means there's something in you. There is something about you that the enemy says, I could take them. They're a threat. I could take this one. I pass people all the time and say, I'm not going to bother with that. There's a reason why the enemy is bothering you, because you are a worthy opponent and you are stronger than what you think you are. You got to get up, but you got to train. You got to keep training every single day. You got to check that form. You got to lift heavier. You got to challenge yourself. You got to break the limitations off your mind. You got to challenge your mind. Work that technique. You got to improve that skill. You got to read every day. You got to do what you don't want to do. You got to eat what you don't want to eat. You got to sleep when you don't want to sleep. You got to walk away from things that you don't want to walk away from. You are strong. You are a warrior. A lot of y'all are warriors. A lot of y'all are fighters for the Most High God. And when he said Christians are watching you and challenge you, saying, who are you to be a Christian? Who are you to say that you are who you say you are? Gave me chills, because I'm like, ain't no way. It's like these people looking for you to mess up. They looking for you to make a mistake. He said some people just looking at you because they waiting for an opportunity to see you fall. He was like, but they not going to see it because you be training too much. I felt like in that moment, the Lord was affirming me, even though I didn't ask. Even though I didn't ask, the Lord was affirming me. In that moment, I'm like, ain't no way. Ain't no way. The Lord is saying today, remember who you are and understand that you are a worthy opponent, but you got to make weight. You got to train to get in the ring with your opponent and understand that most of you are already a worthy opponent because you already strong enough to go up against the thing that's coming against you. You already strong enough to face the very thing that's in the ring with you. It's that you just shortchanging yourself and undermining yourself and telling yourself that you can't, not even giving yourself an opportunity. Some of you are already carrying around the strength that's needed to take your opponent down. You already have the power to go up against this one person that's trying to knock you down. Go up against this one thing that's trying to keep you down. You have the strength already in you. You just got to tap in and give yourself the opportunity to apply yourself. For those of you who are in the midst of the fight, the Lord is saying hit faster, swing faster. Some of y'all get hit, you stay down. Now you lose. Right? Somebody hits you, you got to get up quick. You got to be quick on your feet. You got to be quick with your hands. You got to be sharp. You have to be sharp. You got to know how to dodge a hit. When somebody hits you and you get knocked down, you get back up quick. You don't stay down. Some of us been swinging too slow. Some of us been getting up too slow. We get hit to the ground, we stay down. We be like, oh, no, I don't know if I want to get back up. You have to get up and fight. You have to get up and fight. When the enemy punch you, you don't just sit there and lay down. You get up and you keep punching. You keep training. You keep strength training. And then when it's time for you to weigh in to make weight, when you get into that ring, you know you are more than capable. You know that you are more than a conqueror. And you know that the enemy sees you as a worthy opponent for a reason. He's coming at you for a reason because you are a threat to his kingdom. A warrior. You are a fighter for the Most High God. And he knows this. The only person who doesn't seem to know this is you. So now that you understand that you are a worthy opponent, start training like you are a worthy opponent. Start size that person up and down. Size that enemy up and down. Size that thing up and down. And if you see how big it is, you see how strong it is, if you see how intimidating it is, then you have it in your mind that you already have the same type of strength they have and that they are just as afraid of you as you are of them. The only difference is that your opponent is banking on you to not know who you are. If you don't know who you are, you can never fight back the way that you need to. You never know what type of authority you have. You'll never break free. You'll never be able to swing back. You'll never be able to tap into that superpower. You'll be able to be resilient. You'll just lay down when you get hit. You'll just take a hit. You'll just allow the enemy to bully you. Get up and fight and swing fast. Get up fast, recover fast, train harder, think smarter. Understand that you are a worthy opponent and that the enemy sees you as a worthy opponent for a reason. You have a call on your life that's going to change the lives of the people around you and people who haven't even met you yet, and he wants to stop you and delay you from doing that. Sizing you up and down, he sees how powerful you are, but he also knows that you don't know how powerful you are. The moment you understand how powerful you are, that's when you become lethal. Just be a threat anymore. You'll be lethal. The spirit and in the physical. All right. I hope this blessed you because it for sure blessed me. My name is Abria Serenity. If you haven't already, click that like and subscribe button and turn on those notifications so you don't miss any more uploads from me. I love you all with the love of the Lord. I'll see you guys next time.